So here's something I've noticed through my years of working in the research setting where I had to carefully monitor participants I was working on a research study that looked at the prevention of recurrence with dietary modifications for the first 10 years of my career at a research hospital. Now, what I did notice is that people knew fiber was important. We all know, and there's been so much buzz about fiber. But despite knowing it, so little, just you look at it here, 3% of Americans are getting the recommended amount of fiber. Even though we know, if I were to look at all of you, right, hundreds of you in an audience, and I said, who really knows, who understands how important fiber is for our health? I would say almost everyone would raise their hand. But despite knowing, when it comes down to doing a dietary analysis and a history, and I get this even in my practice, where I have people coming to me who know a lot about nutrition, they're still not getting it where we want to be, which is about 30 to 35 grams of fiber per day. So I'm illustrating an example here below. Somebody who eats oatmeal, they have a bunch of fruit, they have a big salad, they have tons of vegetables with brown rice. They're a little over half of what we want. And this is a pretty good diet. So I'm not discouraging you, but I do want to emphasize how important it is to really focus on something that seems so simple and give it time. Give it time. So we're focusing on reaching our daily 30, 35. I have to say, we're all different. So do it gradually. Some people will say that they do well increasing 10 grams at a time above what they're currently doing. Some people can go all in and distribute, and have about 35 grams from day one, and they're just fine, as long as they distribute it, obviously. But I want to emphasize that it's not just about the number. It's also about diversification. Just like any investment that you have, you want to diversify. You're not going to put everything in one place, hopefully. So we have insoluble fiber. We have soluble fibers. Then we have a category within prebiotic fibers. And then the beta glucans that are also supportive for our immune system. So as I was mentioning in the beginning, my passion project is to empower and to help individuals be proactive. So I can talk about the research, but now I'm really excited about this talk because now I get to tell you what you might do tomorrow or even today. So here's one suggestion I give my patients and my masterclass participants. Front load your day with about 10 grams of fiber before noon. A lot of people are coming to me and they're intermittent fasting. No problem. Let's just shift that transaction to another slot during the day. But I want you to identify that you're getting about 10 grams. So for example, you've got sprouted organic oats right here, right? And fiber-wise, we're looking at just 4 grams, very modest. So what I have people do, and also your blood sugars are probably going to rise rather quickly. So what I have people do is select one of my starter kit fiber boosters. Maybe you've never tried basil seeds before and you're curious about it. Great. Take a tablespoon, gel it in water, 30 seconds, done, stir it in. Now you've installed that set of breaks that I talked about earlier. And you're not tasting it, and it's great, and it's got omega-3 fatty acids, and it's got fiber and a lot of minerals, and it's going to give you more energy, lasting energy, and your blood sugars are going to be supported. So good stuff. Or you might say, hey, I want to try sprouted vacuum sealed ground flax, which is delicious, by the way. That's another one you could try. Don't try them all at once. I usually tell people start with 2, rotate them for a few months. Here, I have it on the next. Here we go. Rotate it for a few months and then switch it up a little bit. Right here, I've got whole hemp seeds, which are also delicious and crunchy. If you can find them online, grab them because they usually sell out. They are right here. So they look different than your traditional hemp heart because it has the shell, so it's both fiber and protein. So again, play around with one or two, not all of them. Don't overwhelm yourself. That doesn't last. And then after a few months, then I start introducing like another fiber booster in addition, not in lieu of these. These are keepers, like a prebiotic fiber powder or something like that. Now, another way to diversify your breakfast, don't eat the same thing every single time. Maybe you're rotating your fiber boosters. Maybe the next thing you want to do is rotate the base. I love recommending my fiber on the go AM fiber cookies. You know, I travel with these all the time. They're great, like 4 ingredients.